mamas. Let me say happy Mama's Day to mamas everywhere. Without you, there would be no us. Of course, that physically is actually very true. No, I mean, mamas are the heart and soul of each and every family on this planet, you know? Pops gets a certain amount of credit, but he only can get so much. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Hey, you know what? Trey gave me a message, made me laugh so hard. Hey, Ronbo, man, look out, man. TNT, we got a special tag team match. Listen, you know what? I am delighted to know that there are those amongst us, because I thought I was by I go over to people's houses. If I go over this wrong hour, hey, cut over there, man, to the WWE match. People in the house can be, hey, Ronbo, man, what? We don't play that here, man. You want to watch the WWE, you can go back on home. So, you know, I felt like some kind of alien, right? But then I'm finding, you know what? I got it down to it's because we like contact sports. We like the NFL, and we like MMA action. Boxing sort of got weak down through the years, so you pay much attention to that. And we like football. There's something enjoyable about watching somebody get their ass whooped. Tell the truth about it. Is there anything more exciting than that? Bam! Knock the hell out. No matter what sport it is. Bam! Knock the... It just feels good, which is why I started off the story today is I want dogs. I want to know, did they discover any dogs out there during the time they were looking at them rookies? I want guys that have to be contained after each play. Because I know Reuben Foster got plenty of dog in him. Don't worry, that dude is G from the word go, okay? You know what I did here, though, what made me laugh? Do you know that Thomas has got some dog in him? He may be the 1 in 10, only 1 in 10 get in Stanford student, but listen, I understand Solomon likes to chat at the guards all game long about them mamas, I heard. He tells them that there ain't nothing you can do to stop me. You need to get some help out here if you think you can contain me. He talks trash. I didn't believe Solomon was like that. But I read that and said, what? Good. All right. So we got Solomon, you got Reuben. Who else we got? You got Rashard. We got some smack talking dudes out there to back it up too. So I'm kind of liking how this team is forming up. All right. Hey, happy birthday, Frank Gore. Frankie. Because you will always be a 49. I don't care where you go. You are red and gold. Yeah. Okay, I had to get that off my chest. I'm okay now. Hey. Want to talk about the 49ers, man, in camp, man. Who do you think is going to stand out? We're going on the phone for it. It's Patrick! Patrick! Did you get Patrick? All right, Patrick's watching, he's probably watching that tag team match. Okay, let's go to Toby. Toby!
Ronbo!
Team! Well, Toby, we went through a tumultuous week. We lost Navarro Bowman for a few seconds, and we got him back. And as I say, we got guys out and people giving reports about Akhello that are not good. We haven't had them confirmed yet, but the 49ers went and signed him anyway.
Yeah.
And we're concerned is C.J.Beathard because everybody, and mainly the reason why people love C.J. so much is that they're hating on Brian Hoyer. But I mean, spin on that stuff, will you?
Hey, man, Akhello Witherspoon is very underrated. I just want everybody to know for the record, I'm a fan of Akhello Witherspoon.
And he's from Sacramento.
I saw him play at Sac City before, Sac City College. Hey, he played safety.
Yeah.
He played where Earl Thomas played.
Yeah.
Hey, he can hit. He can hit when he wants to. He just got to get back into that mind frame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like maybe he just like channels it out. You know what I mean? And also he's another trash talker too. He's a trash talker.
Good.
He's a trash talker.
Good. I like them dogs, man.
And he loves to, you know how they stretch their arms out like no, none of that. And they shake their head. He loves to do that, and his arms look like he looks like a condor. And his arms are huge, man.
I've seen footage.
He has long arms, man. Navarro Bowman, he told Reuben, he was like, look, come here, man. Let me holler at you, Reuben. Hey, man, look, man. When we go on the road, man, you're more than welcome to buy me some Red Lobster. Bread Lobster. You know what I mean? Buy me a sandwich, but you think you finna come in here and take my spot? Matter of fact, man, hey, I don't even
I
like
didn't know where you
turtle
was
wax on my
going with
car.
that. That's pretty
Man, I like
good.
duck wax. Hey, I like duck wax. I don't even fuck with turtle wax on my car. Okay? So, you know what I mean? You're going to shine this Lambo on Wednesdays. You know what I mean? So, man, he's not finna come in there and just take the job is what I'm saying. So, he got to earn it, man. Just like
You're
Akhello
right.
got to earn it. He got to go in there and take it.
You're
He got to
right.
go in there and take it like Rashad Robinson did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just very excited to see this, man. And Matt Breida, stand up. Joe Williams, stand up. I'm trying to tell y'all, we about to be back. We about to have those games where you say, "Damn, man, take it easy, Kyle. Take it easy," And Pete Carroll already know, man. He already looking for a new job, probably. Okay, let me see what I can go. Maybe you know what I mean. I got to get out of here though. I got to get out of here because Kyle Shanahan is about to make him look really bad, and he was our biggest off-season pickup, in my opinion, man. Just by the way he calls the plays, Bobby Turner.
Good point. Kyle is like the biggest pickup of the season. Like, yes.
Yeah, man. By the way, he just approaches it and he stays up all night and like he's going all off scheme. Hash down and distance. Tango to eat rice. Tango to east right nasty. Check it down to a double cross. You know what I mean? It's gonna be all good, man. Matt Hoyer, man. I'm just so excited. I can go on and on. I'm about to start getting pumped up. And shout out to Panama Queen down there in the comment section. Shout out to YM down there, Kenneth, Andre. Sorry if I'm missing anybody, man. Shout out to y'all. I'm about to join y'all in a second. I'm on the Ronbo show, and I love them Niners. Hey, man, they need to quit sleeping on us because you know what? Anybody that needs sleep, hey, man, we got extra beds for these people that need rest.
Yeah, come up off the 3 wins, please.
Come on,
Kyle Shanahan is a minimum of 4 wins just by his addition alone. You got to figure Reuben Foster and also Solomon Thomas, that's got to be worth 1 game. I got 5 right there.
Man, I don't want to say 16-0 to jinx our team, but I got 16-0 until somebody prove me wrong, man. But man, I want to say Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for taking care of MC Niner for me. Yep. I'll be over there, man, to come pick it up. You know what I mean? Pick up the cat food later, man. Y'all have a good night, man. Ronbo Sports.
All right, Toby.
All right.
Sir, I'm telling you right now, Kyle Shanahan is walking around the hallways. People are saying, Kyle, how you doing, Kyle? Dude doesn't hear a thing, man. This is how focused he is. I would be willing to bet there is not another coach in the NFL, especially now that he's got his own team, there will not be another coach that's equal to Kyle Shanahan within 5 years. You think I'm kidding me? I'm serious. 5 years, Kyle Shanahan is the Bill Belichick of the modern day NFL. Hey, who's who you got next year? It's Cornflake Boy. I don't need no cornflakes. I know. He eats Rice Krispies, Cocoa Puffs, and stuff like that.
No, Reese's Puffs, though. Lucky Charms.
I know. That's even worse. Hey, Tyler. So, what are you bringing to the table today? I mean, what do you think is happening in camp, man? You got any guys that you know other than Trent Taylor? Trent Taylor held a clinic Friday. You know about that, right?
He has a what?
He held a clinic, a football clinic. And Tyler, you know what a football clinic means? That means that Trent Taylor was absolutely on fire all morning and afternoon. Look out for Trent Taylor. Yeah, no, Trent Taylor.
I called it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
What are you gonna tell me?
Wait till the first game. I called it.
Trent gets into a first game because Curdy's probably gonna start. I can't imagine Trent coming in and just taking Curdy's job right away.
No, I mean they'll have shared snaps.
No, they're shared snaps. And what would be more interesting is if Trent breaks one from goal line to goal line on a return, because I hope they use him. And if anything, save Bruce Ellington the pain of being thrown off the season in the first game of the season. But, we'll see.
Ellington's not even that great of a returner.
I know
I hope he's not listening. But,
well, we got to be honest. I mean, Bruce is...
Sorry, Bruce.
Well, don't be sorry because Bruce...
You're like Tony Romo. You drop the glass, you break.
Oh, my God. You put the no Romo on him? Oh, no. All right. Go ahead, Tyler. What are you thinking here, man?
They're both like glass. You drop them, they break.
Yeah, that's true. They're what you call delicates.
I'm going to tell you, we're going to beat the Seahawks twice.
Yeah, you can get in a fight about that. There's a lot of 49er fans that want to fight about that. They feel like you're on
you know why?
drugs. Yeah.
Let me explain right here.
Please.
Al Shanahan knows how to pick them apart.
Yep.
The offense is going to be running against them in practice, basically, because of the 4-3 system.
Yep.
And then you got a lot more weapons than you did last year, and we only lost by 2 points. We had no receivers last year, and we only lost by 2 points that last game.
And had the worst team
going
in the
into
planet.
Seattle,
Exactly.
Kyle's going to come up with a strategy to put them away in Seattle once and for all.
Wouldn't that be great? You know what? That would just boost the entire season, especially it being game 2, Tyler, because like everybody believes we're going to win game 1, and we probably will, because the 49ers always come out full of just rage in the first game. If they beat the Hawks in Seattle, look out. They'll be talking about the 49ers in a whole new way this year.
Like, after that second game, immediate respect.
Immediate. Oh, no, or wait. Second game.
Whoa, where'd that come from?
No, game 2, they'll try to say the Hawks weren't ready. They'll give the Hawks an excuse. We got to win 3. You win 3, and then they got to shut up.
Yeah, they weren't ready.
Yeah.
Okay, we played them in week,
2.
We played them week 3 last year.
Yeah.
We lost that game. So, maybe the Niners weren't ready?
Actually, they weren't. Remember, that's the game we were lined up incorrectly and everything else. Weird things you see in junior high school football. We were doing that because Jim O'Neill has no idea of how you run a football team. Oh, God, I'm just jealous. Okay, you know what? I can't go back to last season too often. I haven't got anything to swing
Robert
at.
Saleh knows what he's doing.
Damn. Okay. Oh, yeah.
And plus, the offense has so much more weapons right now.
Yeah.
Kyle is going to want to beat the Seahawks so bad. I know he don't like them either. That's why he came up with that whole strategy to destroy them last year in the conference, and the divisional game.
And they were helpless. Absolutely helpless against that scheme.
He wants to beat them. He knows the fans have been waiting in years and years to beat them in the coin. And he's going to come up with a strategy that assures that.
I like the way that sounds, Tyler. I like the way that sounds a lot.
Why wouldn't he?
Because he's
He knows how much this means to us.
Tyler, you know what? I gotta go, man. We got the lines are filling up here. Let's see you tomorrow on Red and Gold Radio.
Yeah, you will.
All right, bro.
Make sure to let me know whenever we're gonna do the projection.
Yeah, I'll give you a note on that shortly, actually. Okay. All right, T.
All right.
Later, bro.
Get down here.
All right. Let me.
See you in the chat.
All right. We'll see. Hey, you're in Half Moon Bay. Let me give you a shot at your name, though. Is that Gabari? Gabari down at Half Moon Bay, where the sun never shines.
What's up, man?
Hey, Gabari, is the sun shining down? Is the sun shining over there
I
today?
just want to say I love your show.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh man, I just can't wait for the season for the Niners, man.
It's already underway, man. We're just sitting there watching all those pieces come together to form the big red and gold machine, man. On the way back, Gabari. On the way, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I can't wait for Ruben, man. Him next to
Bo. Uh-oh, we lost Gabari. His signal just cut out on him. Trez! Hello, Trez. Trez, where you
I'm here.
We got an echo with the sound effects. Trez!
Yeah, man, look, I just want to apologize, man, on the Red and Gold Radio, man. Look, I had went to Panda Express and ate me some nice walnut shrimp.
Ooh.
And some of that good old noodles to go with it. And I was like, damn it, I done missed the show. So,
Trez,
when you ask me what happened to me.
that's a good excuse to me, but I'm telling you right now, man, you can't beat that kind of shrimp, man. And food, I think, yeah, you got to rank, food is ranked pretty high on the priority list, man. That's okay, Trez. We excuse you, man.
Yeah.
Shucks, you know.
Yeah, I had did the Nighthawk, man. I laid back in that chair and I was gone, man. I woke up.
You know about Nighthawk, right? Nighthawk
Yes,
stays in a state of sleep all the time. The dude calls you from his bed, laid back on the pillow, man. He kills me doing that. And then if you call him,
Ronbo,
go ahead.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you. Who do you see as a veteran that won't make this 53-man roster outside of we all know Bruce? Give me that person.
No, wait. Where are my parameters? You say outside of Navarro Bowman?
Outside of boom.
Outside of Bo. Oh, that's really tough. You know what?
No. I said outside of Bruce Ellington. We know Ellington won't make this 53-man roster.
Damn.
I said outside of him. What veteran
you got
will not make this roster?
I was going to use Bruce, but you know what? I guess because everybody knows Bruce. That ain't even hard to do, is it? Oh my
exactly.
God! What am I going to do with this pick? Because I tell you, there's a lot of guys that are questionable. They're going to be kept because everybody's thinking about Aaron Lynch. His fat ass is gone. He ain't going nowhere, man. I'm telling everybody, he ain't going nowhere. I promise you, he ain't going nowhere. And I do believe that Ahmad Brooks has made this team for a number of reasons. Too many reasons, actually, that he cannot actually be cut. So, if I have to be pressured, if they got me sitting in that chair like they have on Hawaii 5-0 with nothing around me but a gun to my head, I'd say, and I'd hate to say it looks like it could be Dial. Oh, man, I don't want to lose Dial, though, man, but I can see where he might be expendable if he's a vet. Of all the veterans, I have to think Quentin might be the guy. I mean, are you feeling me on that? Am I too...
My ex would be Ahmad Brooks. I think Brooks has seen his last year with him.
And that means he's not going to make the team this year?
I think he won't make this squad, this 53-man squad. I think it did. When it's all said and done, he will be cut.
He's one of the candidates for the Leo,
Yeah, I know. But
yeah,
a 12-year veteran.
And that's salary too.
And and the salary. That's what I'm saying. Then you done drafted younger players. It's like, okay, when are you ever gonna fit these younger players in?
Good point.
Because the way the rotation would go, he'd be in the way. You won't have room to groom some of the younger players. So
yeah,
I say emphatically, I'm gonna say Ahmad Brooks.
Because I want him out there just to teach dudes how to be mean. You know what I mean? Just one season.
And Brooks is my boy. I love me some Ahmad Brooks.
Yeah.
To death. But I don't see him making this wrong.
And they picked up
and I was looking at the show, and Tony said that I think he said the guy Peter, whatever his name was. He said
Talmapanu.
He won't make this roster. I was like, I think anybody that John Lynch drafted will make the roster.
Ooh.
And if they don't, they will be put on the practice squad.
True. And vets can't be put on the practice squad. So, yeah.
Who?
Veterans cannot be put on the practice squad, so you're right.
Oh, no, not veterans. Not veterans. I'm talking
I'm
about anybody that I think he had one of the guys being cut that Lynch had drafted in this draft.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I don't see that happening.
And they just picked up another Leo candidate, too. So Jimmy Gilbert came ready to join Talmapanu. So that means, you're right, they're stacking up them Leos, man. And like you said, they're going to want to groom those guys. They could have let Ahmad go a long time ago so he could have hooked up with another Super Bowl contender or something. No, I don't really like this kind of style. Trez, it's just, let him go now. Don't wait. God dang it. It's still early. They still got a chance, though.
It's a business.
Yeah.
You know what the NFL stands for.
I know, not for long, boy. Not for long. You got to show us now or get the hell on up out of here. We ain't got no soft feelings for that. Trez, you know what? And let me ask you, Trez, about the quarterback situation real quick. Because everybody hates on Brian Hoyer. It's understandable. But do you think C.J.Beathard, because I wonder between C.J.Beathard and Mr. Barkley, who do you think's going to be the second man, the backup? Because that hasn't been determined yet.
I think C.J. goes into this season being the third string quarterback.
He stays the third string.
Is going to stick I think they're going to stick with the plan that they have at hand.
Yeah.
That Hoyer would be that bridge quarterback.
Yeah.
And that probably would be still this year, just this season. It just depends on how well he looks, though, and then what type of injury bug hit this team.
Ooh.
Always. He may be forced in the second row, if Hoyer goes down and then you got to throw what you call him out there. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Matt Barkley, yeah.
In the long run, he will move to that second position, though.
Yeah.
He has a lot of Kirk Cousins in him.
Yeah.
I mean, I went back and watched his film. He looked a little better to me than Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. I knew he would.
Kirk Cousins.
No hate, no Kirk Cousins on Sundays. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, okay. You know what, though? Hey, did you watch the film of watching him in Iowa? I tell you, the plays are exactly the same as Shanahan, too. You see them big rollouts?
Yeah.
Play action?
Them rollouts, right.
Yeah.
And the play actions, right.
I said, look at this. Yeah.
And he ran a pro-style offense there. So
yep.
I was looking at him. I said, yeah, I could see this kid, yeah, he got a lot of NFL readiness about him. But I just think they stick to the plan that they have at hand.
Yeah, because they're organized.
This season.
Yeah, because these guys don't fool around. This is another thing about the people don't understand about the 49ers this year. We're organized this year like we've never been in a long time. These guys do everything into precision tree. It's like if anything gets sloppy, somebody could, hey, yo, this ain't the way we work around here no more, people. I can just see it now. This is why it doesn't follow that the 49ers can look exactly the same product should not be on the field this year, losing game after game after game, watching the organization as it's working right now. It doesn't fit together. This is why I keep telling people, get out of here with that 3 and 4 wins, man. I mean, Trent Baalke's gone and all this bizarreness. It's a new day and organization in San Francisco. So, I get all mad and emotional.
Yes, sir. And everybody has to buy in. Everybody has to buy in. So once everybody has bought in, man, I mean, these young cats on this team are out here to prove something, man. So yeah, and you're gonna see more than 4 wins. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, I can guarantee you that.
Oh, so I'm looking forward. Well, Trez, as usual, enjoyable moment, man. You can go about that. You bringing in that shrimp?
Yes, sir. Shout out to all the mothers out here, man.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy birthday to
Frankie.
Happy birthday, and as I always say, I'm gonna.
Because MC Niner likes that. All right, Trez, have a good night. Looks like we got Gabari back. Gabari. Let's see if his phone connection is better this time.
Hey, what up, man?
Yo, Gabari.
Yes, sir, Ronbo?
Yo, man, I'm listening. What's up with you?
Feel good, man. Love the show.
Thanks, man. Gabari, like, right now, man, who's your favorite running back, man?
Oh, man, I think Carlos Hyde should start.
All right. Who you got behind him, though?
Oh, that other running back.
You want me to help you with some names? You got Tim Hightower?
Hey, bro, I just want to say something before I leave, man.
Okay.
We got to. Hey, when was the last time we scored 30 points, man?
A long time. Way too long.
2 seasons, bro. I'm sick of that shit, man.
You and me both. That's why I'm glad things are changing.
I just want to win 2 games in a row.
It's so sad. That's all we can ask for. Can we win 2 games in a row? Why is the truth? We haven't won 2 games in a row since Hector was a pup. Man, I think, was George Bush still president? My God, it ain't been that bad. We was winning when Jim Harbaugh was here. But we haven't won anything in 3 years, though.
Right, man. Hey, hopefully we win. My prediction, man, I'm saying 9-7.
9-7, yay! You and me. 9, that's what I'm seeing right now. 9-7, 8-8 minimum. Because too many things have changed.
I don't see us losing the opener against Carolina.
Yeah, everybody says that, so I'm starting to agree. Now, I was thinking Cam Newton, Panthers, but they have fell off a little bit since since Super Bowl. So, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Still tripping off that year. Hey, man, I just want to see Solomon Thomas destroy Christian McCaffrey week 1.
I know it's going to be funny because Solomon knows him. He knows all his moves. I mean, how long has he been practicing?
Yeah.
And checking Gabari, we got 2 situations like that. Remember when we played Jacksonville, when they come running into Levi Stadium talking about Leonard Fournette, guess who knows his ass?
Reuben Foster?
I can't wait.
He said he didn't feel that hit, bro. I bet you he felt that shit for 2 weeks.
He wasn't fooling me either, man. You got to say that, though, right? You got to act like it wasn't no big deal. But, man, we got people waiting on Leonard, man. That dude, when he gets here, he going to have a surprise coming, Jack, if he thinks he's going to run up in the yards. So I can't wait, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's a guaranteed win right there. Jacksonville coming to the West Coast.
Yeah.
They don't win over here.
Yo, nah. Ain't going to happen. Not that Sunday. And not if it's up to Leonard, got his booty. Yeah. Bam. I can just see Ruben now. Yo, man, I've been waiting for you, man. How you been doing? Get up, man. Go back there. Come on back. I'll be waiting on you.
Ronbo, man, I've been watching your show since 2015-14, man.
Cool. Oh, man. I tell you what, Gabar.
I'm sick of those 14-0 leads, man.
You and me both, man. And we ain't going to be having that this year, man. The defense is going to be ready. I tell you what, the defense is going to be stout. The offense ain't even no need to worry about Kyle Shanahan. Shanahan knows nothing about not scoring points. That's just the way he works. So,
No.
We got this.
And I'm just hoping, man, Joe Williams is going to be a boss.
I know, huh?
And what's his name?
Joe Williams.
I hope he does good, but he's just a rookie right now.
True.
Maybe I hope he makes it during the preseason.
You know, Gabari, running backs though, they tend to not take a long time to adjust to the NFL. Look at Zeke last year. Look at all these running backs. Look at that dude over in Chicago. Running backs come into the league, they hit the ground running. Pardon the pun. But Gabari, man. Go ahead.
I just want to say, man, I love your show.
Thanks, Gabari. We got to go, man. Check us out on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and Friday, man, for Red and Gold Radio, too, okay?
Show, man.
All right, Gabari. Have a good night, bro.
You, man.
Yeah. All right, let me just knock this question out. Gohard says, question for everybody who will have the bigger impact this season, O-line or D-line. Hey, who's on the phone right now? Daniel James. El Cajon, California. Hey, Daniel.
Yo, what's up, Rambo?
Daniel, you know what? Gohard just hit me a question, man. I'm gonna throw it at you, man. Anything else you want to add? But listen, O-line or D-line this year, who has the biggest impact?
Oh man, D-line by far, man. Our
Yeah.
D-line is scary, bro. It's not even funny no more, bro.
I know it, man. And in fact, it's not even a fair question. The O-line, there's no real superstar. The D-line's got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The D-line's got potentially 5 game-changing Pro Bowl potential players. When you think about it. You look at Butler, you look at Bowman, you look at Thomas could be in there. Reuben Foster, please, of course. Malcolm Smith, if he doesn't have to get back in coverage this year, there's another guy that is every bit in the running, you know? And if Aaron Lynch stops eating and comes out and gets serious.
It's looking good, Rambo. I mean, the way I see it, bro, is Solomon Thomas, man. He's our next Justice Smith, man. That's how I see it. He'll make a big difference in our defense, man. Overall, our secondary is going to look good. You know, we have a lot of young stars coming up. So the future is looking good, man, for us. And to be honest with you, too, man, to answer Gohard's question, I think our O-line, it's young, and I think it's developing pretty well also, man. Our right side is going to be nasty next year, too.
Ooh,
Trent Brown is, like last year, what the players were saying about him, man. I think he's a rising star, man.
Yeah.
And I think we're, our team overall is looking pretty decent, man, on offense. But our defense is gonna be nasty next year.
I know.
Reuben Foster, Bowman coming back.
Oh man.
We got Malcolm Smith coming in too to stop the run.
Mm-hmm.
I think our future for our defense, it's looking pretty decent.
And don't forget Big Buckner, because everybody's got plans on getting at least 10 sacks this year. If Armstead comes working up to speed like he's supposed to, oh, Lord have mercy. It's going to be something to behold.
Yeah, man. I see it, man. You know, like Armstead's going to be our Ray McDonald, man, and Thomas is going to be our Justice Smith.
Yeah.
You know, man, I see it, man. I see what's happening, and it's a beautiful thing, man.
Okay, ain't it?
But you know what, Rambo, man? I got to go, man. It's I wanted to talk to you for a long time, man. Hey. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing what you're doing, man. It's a pleasure.
Thanks, fam. Appreciate it. I truly do.
Yeah, man. Niner Empire all day.
Yeah.
And we're coming for the Seahawks, man. Seahawks got nothing on it.
Tell you, ain't that the gospel truth?
We're coming, bro.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right. Have a good night, man. Bye. All right. And we go to Nate. Nate was in the middle of a soccer match. Let's see if he's got time for us. Hey, yo, Nate.
What's up, man?
Nate. Let me throw this question at you, man. I'm looking here at the chat, and Sohel says, "Did you hear on ESPN, Joe Williams is going to be the best running back coming out?" Nate? This is BSPN. They don't ever say anything good about the 49ers, and all of a sudden they're going to declare Joe Williams is going to be the best running back out there this year. Oh my God! What? You ready for that?
Well, that's it. I'm just saying that's just the way I don't know why they work that way, the media, you know. That's why I don't listen to remember how I told you I don't listen to the media at all? Like, I try to, stay clear of, all that stuff. And I started watching all the reviews and, NFL matchup and all that. And then I was able to, actually analyze more of the game than they were able to tell me.
Exactly.
I do learn some stuff off them. Yeah, I learn all the plays and how they do and how they work. And then I go into my own, analyzing my own way, so I won't have any biased opinions, you know? I don't like to have biased opinions. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of go forward.
But,
that's just the way I am. I'm more I don't know.
And no, you should be, because, you can't follow their lead all the time, because they're going to run, like you say, they're biased, and they got directions, and they got agendas. So in that case, if you start to pay too much attention, you'll be led astray from the truth. So you're right. Yeah. We've been getting fake news for years, long before Donald Trump came in and coined that phrase, especially from sports networks. Fake news has been around for a long time.
Earlier, you know how you caught me? I was almost yelling goal, earlier because we scored, In football, it's like a big thing, one score, I almost started yelling.
I know. The
Spanish guy came out of me. The Spanish guy came out of me.
We were enjoying it, man. Nate was on a little while ago watching the soccer match. He didn't know he was on the air, man. We weren't on yet, but Nate was. Hey! So who's are they winning?
You guys were talking about all that, about betting and sports and all that, man. I do believe that there is betting in sports, There has to be some type of manipulation, There has to be.
No, there is.
There's just too many things, It became a business. If you look way back in Super Bowl I, there was the ref and the player and the flip coin. It was not like this before,
I know.
So it's just so much media, man. I don't even know how the NFL players deal with all that, man. It would be hard for me.
I know.
If I was in the Super Bowl playing,
it
would be really hard for me to
knowing what's going on. And you know what's so funny? Because they were trying to make a big argument about going to Vegas with the Raiders. I said, why are you guys? What is it with Vegas betting lines? Though betting's going to be more. Betting's outrageous in every sport. It doesn't matter if you move a team to Vegas or not. The betting's going to continue. I mean, what is that obstacle? That's just BS. From people like Goodell and all the people that are involved with the high moral standards, and we don't allow this, and this. And we're not going to move a team into Vegas where they can enhance the betting lines and encourage that type of thing. Too late, Raj. So,
Hey, man, we're sounding like we're going to get the FBI on our list now because we sound like anarchists.
Yeah, no.
Going against American sports right now.
That's a popular thing
right
now,
anarchy. For us sooner or later, talking like this.
We could get real political real quick. We can't go in that direction, man, because we're probably being monitored.
Yeah,
we're probably being monitored right now. If a gun-toting commando comes and kicks your door down, were you just talking to Ronbo? Because we're after his ass too. Hey.
No.
So
we also got Creepy coming. That guy who was thought about the family. You know, I can't forget that, man. I really can't forget that conversation you had with that kid, man.
Which one?
You're creepy because he looked at him like a family.
Tyler, yeah.
I was like, oh,
Tyler is creepy, man.
Tyler, that made me crack up, man. That was a really good conversation, honestly. For me, it was because I'm a little bit weird, so I'm like, yeah, that sounds funny. And then you kept going with that, you know. You kept going with that. You didn't stop, man. You just kept going.
Yeah, because
like that was funny.
I like to work Tyler whenever I get an opportunity.
Man, but that's about what I wanted to tell you, man, tonight, man. It was just like all you guys were talking about was basketball, this and that. I'm like, that's why I stopped watching basketball because I'm like, you call like these little ticky-tack fouls and it bothers me.
Yeah.
All it does is irritate me, like completely irritate me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop watching basketball. And I did. I stopped watching basketball. I don't even watch it anymore at all. I hate it, man, because of that kind of thing. And, you know, there was refs betting in the game. They were proven to be betting in the game. And I'm like, okay, now you can't pull anything over my face in that game at all. I know it's corrupted.
Yep.
And then when they took the players having ultimate like salary for themselves, they took it and made it into a salary cap. I'm like, man, that sucks because now you can't get paid the bulk of the contract. You know, it's better for the owners, less for the players. I don't like that. I always believe that the players deserve what they can get.
I hear you.
So that's how I feel about that.
Good stuff, Nate.
That's how I feel about basketball.
All right, Nate. I tell you, man. I tell you what. Look, come on, let's talk on Monday nights, man. Tuesday. All right.
Yeah, man. All right, you take it easy. Have a good night.
You too, Nate.
Ronbo. All right, take it easy, man.
All right, bro. Good night. And there's Trey, Mr. TNT, who pointed me out. Hey, Ronbo.
You already know TNT one half of the tag team champs. So Trez, Ronbo, excuse me, wipe my feet off. I'll come in your house, sir. How you doing?
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that kindness.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, absolutely. You deserve it, man. You built such a great place for us to come and share this night of love. You know, the Empire has somewhere to be. But let's get into it. You already know how we do. So we're talking about that veteran, that one guy that's going to get cut, right?
Yeah. You got something on that?
Yeah.
Who's it going to be,
I
Trey?
do, but my tag team partner kind of stole my thunder because I've already thought it was going to be Ahmad. I'm going to just be honest with you. But I'm coming from a different angle most. And it's either going to be one of the guys I'm going to be on. It's either going to be Ahmad or it's going to be Quentin. So which one do you prefer,
I know. See,
and then we'll get into why.
Well, see, I said Quentin just because. Well, can we consider Quentin's? Is he a 3-year man or 4-year man now?
Yeah, we haven't seen enough, right? I mean, I haven't. I mean, he's been cute, he's been serviceable, but I mean, like it's kind of like mediocre. And this is one of the things I was talking to you about earlier on. But we got to get away from
mediocrity. Yeah, I agree. Marginal players, there's really no room for that anymore.
Marginal, exactly.
Yeah.
And he is the epitome of C+.
Yeah.
You know, we can't do that anymore.
True.
But then Ahmad, the reason why I said that is for one reason. It's only for one player. I heard somebody yesterday say that we were going to cut P-Town, and the rookie. That's what I call him because we're not going to go into P-Town, but whatever his name is, it's just P-Town. You know what I'm saying? It's easier. But Ronald Blair, Ahmad is stopping Ronald Blair from getting on the field more.
Yeah.
And John Lynch is not going to cut one of his first draft picks. So
true, because it makes him look bad.
Ahmad's getting $8 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 32, 33, a little old there, buddy. Like,
and he's not going to get that kind of. He's not going to get that kind of work. You're right. If he was going to be on the field every down, that type of thing, his usage, unless they come in. But Trey, will they come and tell Ahmad, listen, we need to restructure that contract? Are you ready to talk about that, or what are we going to? What's our next move? The ball's in your court. Are you Ahmad Brooks? What do you say?
As a businessman, I think you take the deal. I think from the team aspect, we probably should just go ahead and cut him, release him. See, we're going to a 4-man line, so the one thing I love about that is that we're going to be rotating them in and out. We don't need Ahmad to play as much as he has.
True.
So therefore, we need to get other guys a look. We have a rotation. Ahmad is just. I mean, if he takes the discount, I don't see a reason why he can't stay. But if he's going to stay at $8 million, we're going to go ahead and roll.
Yeah, I agree. Because like Trez pointed out, you got guys like Peter, and you also got the guy you just picked up just the other day. Those guys are all guys that are coming off on Ahmad's position. They need time to grow. If you got Ahmad out there, when are they going to get their shots? So, yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we don't have very many entrenched starters, very many guys. And whenever a new regime comes in, the first thing they do is get guys out of there that have been there. It would be different if Ahmad was a multiple-time Pro Bowler. He's on the fringe. He's okay.
Yeah.
And in a 4-3, he's really a tweener.
Yeah, he becomes that immediately. That's true. Yeah.
Do you want to see Ahmad Brooks on a tight end after a play-action pass?
Please no. Yeah.
And as a Sam, that may not be his position all of the time. He's going to be more of an edge setter.
Yeah.
But still, I'm ready for some new blood. That's what we've seen it all offense, running back position. We've seen it at receiver, all the turnover there.
Yeah.
It's got to happen on D-line. And one last question, Ronbo.
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna roll. I don't want to do it too long, but one question for you on the offense is, you want to score these points. What do you think about DeAndre Smelter? And is Vance McDonald going to be a veteran cut? Because I would eat
money again.
If it wasn't not this year, next year. Vance McDonald, not this year because he just got paid, but next year. There's a reason why they're looking to get rid of him. I think George Kittle is going to take his job.
No matter what level, because Vance doesn't have the potential Kittle does. So Kittle just needs a little while to get used to the speed of the NFL. And he's going to make Vance sit down. And as soon as they can make Vance sit down,
Owen Daniels. If you're familiar with Owen Daniels, with the Texans, kind of the same thing with Chris Cooley was, kind of with Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
That's who Kittle's going to be, that second dangerous number 2 tight end this year. The guy, I'm not going to lie, I didn't know who he was, but goodness gracious, I started looking at the film, and he's fast. And you can look at his 40 time, he's the second fastest tight end.
Yeah. And you wonder how in the world.
You said something, and it's true. The scouting department, the way this organization is run around there.
Man.
It's totally different.
Every stone is unturned. They don't pass nobody. It's like they have an army out there of thousands combing every campus on the entire, from coast to coast. They're finding people. Iowa. You got me a quarterback out of Iowa and a tight end that nobody wanted to even talk about. And now people say, scratching their head saying, well, nobody knows what Kyle Shanahan and his quarterback pick is all about. But then again, that's Kyle Shanahan. But then what can they say about George Kittle? Just like you said, the times speak for themselves, the measurements, the things he's achieved. There is no fluke about this guy, but you wonder how in the world did he fly completely under the radar and nobody said anything about him. The 49ers swoop in and get him. It's the kind of organization we are now, Trey. Oh.
On down, man.
I do love it.
It's just one of those things, man, where you're just happy to be around, because if you look at this draft, it's going to be foundation. And just remember that foundation. We got all of the players that we got. Look at Ruben and Akhello, when you look at Solomon, when you look at even C.J. and George. You keep going. I missed a few names, but look at the draft picks too, Ronbo. The second and third round pick next year, those are starters.
And look at that angry little man called Trent Taylor. You know what? I'm thinking you pick him. That was a good move, because that is such an angry man that you put him on the field. Man, I love people to think they have something to prove. Good Lord. And he's got skills on top of it.
I'm excited. Let me go, man. I'm man. All right, man. Back in the chance on TNT, baby. Love you, man.
All right, Trey. Talk to you later, bro. All right. Let's go to... Hey, wait. Let me see the question real quick. Travis says, maybe Ahmad Brooks is staying around for extra competition until final moment. Could be, because he's the kind of guy with the attitude that's going to take it personally that he's not getting any respect. Look out for Ahmad Brooks in practice. He may make it impossible to cut him. I don't know, but I know his mind. Remember, this is a guy that got pissed off because they made him sit down and benched himself because Harbaugh told him to sit down. I got somebody else I'm sending in. Ahmad said, well, no, y'all all go to hell. I ain't coming back in no goddamn more today. And so Harbaugh said, well, let me tell you something else. You ain't coming back in today, and you ain't coming back in next week either. We lost to the Raiders that week, and I believe it was because Ahmad Brooks was not on the field. See? This is Ahmad Brooks. Also, Toby26 says, who has the best chance to make a Pro Bowl offense and defense? I remember that question. All right. Sahel.
Ronbo!
Yo!
Are you ready for some kebabs tonight, man?
I'm always ready for some kebabs, man. Hey, just make sure I get them onions. I love that sweetness with the onions because it seems to enhance the meat flavor at the same time. And the bell pepper. Ooh.
What's going on, brother?
Dang you, man.
Oh, yeah, that sounds sweet.
Oh,
yeah. It's a Sunday. I just want to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Yeah.
Getting these boys out. Enjoy the day. That's all about.
That's right. And don't forget Frankie's birthday's today,
man.
too. I don't know how I felt on Mother's Day, but Frank Gore is 34. And we'll be seeing him shortly.
He's like yesterday we just drafted him. Wow.
I know, huh? Scary, huh?
Time flies, man. But yeah, man, I just wanted to say that, I want to talk about Solomon Train, for Cam. I hear the point of, Cam and the Panthers might beat us, but no, it's not going to happen. It's not because of the record that we're just not lost. Cam is with our, not just Solomon Thomas and Foster that we're going to bring in, our defense is stacked. Not just like starters, we got depth, and we're going to destroy Cam Newton. And we're going to have some Cam sandwiches that day.
What?
We're going to have some wings. We're going to have some, anything you want. Buffalo wings, whatever you want. We're going to have some Cam sandwiches. And aside some buffalo wings or some. Because we're just going to destroy him. We're going to definitely beat the Panthers that day.
Yeah, and you know what? You say he hates pressure. I mean, we saw Cam last year crying to the referees about, don't y'all call a foul, man? That wasn't no legal hit. And he's out standing there with a concussion look on his face. I think he was faking concussions. Cam was not hurt nearly as bad as he says he was. I got a feeling he was looking for sympathy out there. No sympathy in the NFL, Cam.
Yeah, he's gonna walk out in the interview just like the Super Bowl did. I
love when he does that.
He's gonna be pissed. God damn it, these freaking Niners fucked me over.
Hey, so hell, what's gonna be the question, man? Can you say, Cam? Oh, I know the question's gonna make him walk out. Here's the question, Cam. It looks like you're starting off the season as you ended it last year. I can see Cam's face now. No, man. I'm gone.
I can't handle it. I'm out.
Because he's very sensitive.
Another thing I want to also go ahead.
Because Cam's very sensitive. He does not handle press conferences very well. So
no.
Boy, I'd love to be in that crowd to ask him a question.
Another thing too. What was it? Myles Garrett. Bruce Smith. I guess they're watching film together. I don't know if you saw that. They were watching film together, and Bruce Smith, pretty much the Hall of Famer, said that, Myles Garrett, you are slow off the ball.
Ooh!
And I don't know if you saw that. I have the link. I could maybe show it to you.
Yeah, no, you got to send that. I want to see that. I got
on ESPN. I just got that notification. I was like, what?
I'll search it.
Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy.
Because, Warren Sapp has no respect for him either.
No, that's two. That's seriously, that's like Hall of Famers right there just saying he is not good. And so who's next in line? Solomon Thomas.
Hey, I agree. Solomon is not slow off the line. If you can say a lot of things about Solomon if you want to, but it ain't about being slow. Oh, no.
No, he's not slow. He's not slow. He could definitely wrap you up. He's not one of those guys going to miss tackles.
Yeah.
He's not going to be slow off the ball either, so. But yeah, man, I just wanted to share that, man. It's just going to be fun, and this training camp is coming soon. Can't wait for that. It's time to get this going. Get this Niner training camp going, and get to see who's the boys and who's the men that's going to be cut.
Exactly.
I want some mighty men in this team, no bench warmers allowed in this team.
And Sahel, I like this question. I want to throw this at you real quick. Who has the best chance to make a Pro Bowl? Offense and defense. Who's your Pro Bowler on offense?
Pro Bowl?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, obviously, Staley.
Okay.
He's going to be one. I'm going to say Hyde. I think he's going to have a good, because it's not, I believe it's because his contract year. He definitely wants to earn his money, and he's probably going to get it from us. And another one I'd probably say is, I don't know, I think he's going to be a breakout. I think McDonald. He wants that break. He wants to prove Shanahan that, I belong on this team, and he does not want to be cut, obviously, or traded. And he just, they pretty much put bone. If you want the bone, come and get it.
Yeah.
Get cut. So he's going to take it, and he's going to run with it. So I think McDonald is another one to be a Pro Bowler.
Interesting. So we got to go there because if I get you going on defensive Pro Bowls, you'll be here for an hour, man. So I tell you what I'm going to do. Because I agree. Because we got plenty of Pro Bowlers potentials on defense. So tell you what, we'll jump on that on Monday on Red and Gold, okay?
All right.
You
got. I'll be on the rewind too. Anybody?
Oh yeah, I'll see you.
And have some cam sandwiches.
Yeah.
And shout out to MC Niner, man. He's a true Solomon Train.
There you go. All right,
brother. You have a good night, man. I'll see you later.
Too.
Go Niners.
Yeah. Let me go to Brian. Brian.
Oh, what's going on, Ronbo?
Brian, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm feeling this red and gold stuff, man. I got a feeling, and I know I get hyped every year, overly hyped. I mean, I'm the guy who got hyped in the 2-14 before we started that season. I was hyped before we went 5-11. But this year, Brian, I got a right to be hyped. You know what I'm saying? Do you agree with that?
I agree with you, Ronbo. I'm a riding guy with you anyway.
Do you?
You already know that.
Thanks, Brian. But I'm telling you, man, because I see good things coming this year. Everything's organized properly. We got talents out there. Getting rid of the riffraff and the garbage and non-contributors. I'm liking it, man. What are you thinking?
Most definitely. Well, Ronbo, this is what I got to say. I don't know if you remember me. We had this conversation earlier in the week. I said I can't wait to see what Will Redmond going to do. And then, Lord behold, we get an article about Will Redmond, trying to prove that he's still in last year's third round. And I think he's going to prove it, Ronbo. I think he's going to be, if you look at the Seattle Seahawks lineup 2 years ago, I think Will Redmond could be that Jeremy Lane guy that we need to play the slot.
He's right.
I think he'd be an excellent slot corner. I think we can have as a starting lineup. I definitely think it's, of course, going to be your boy D-Buck.
Yeah.
Armstead. It's going to be Solomon Thomas, definitely Solomon Thomas. And I think Aaron Lynch. I think my man for Dolphins is going to come off the bench. But Solomon Thomas has to earn his spot, obviously.
Yep.
He's going to be in the lineup. We're going to have Bo. We're going to have my man Rube, Big Rube. That's the one I've been happy about.
Yeah.
Big Rube. We're going to have Malcolm up there. Our secondary going to be Eric Reed and Jimmie Ward. And then we're going to have your boy Akhello Witherspoon and Rashard Robinson. And our nickel corner going to be the X Factor, Will Redmond. That's it.
And let me point out.
That's it. That's the lineup. That's the defense.
There it is. And what he's talking about.
And we're going to have Jaquaski Tart coming in. He's going to be the depth behind the safety.
Woo, it's smoking hot, man. If you want to check out that article on SB Nation, Will Redmond's trying to tell everybody, hey, I'm going to show everybody I was a steal in the third round.
Exactly. Did I not tell you, Ronbo, a couple of days ago, I said, Ronbo, I got a feeling Will Redmond is going to make some noise because he didn't get a chance last year. He would still come off that ACL test. You know what I'm saying?
I
this year, he's going to be he's going to get the nickel corner spot. Watch what I tell you. He's going to play that slot corner spot. They need a nickel out there. He's going to play that role. He'll be like Jeremy Lane. They're going to take a linebacker off. When they got coverage, they'll take a linebacker off and throw him in there. Or a safety off and throw him in there and watch.
If the quarterback...
He'll come in on packages, man.
Oh, I tell you, man. And the thing is, he's one of those kind of guys that reads that quarterback's face and eyes. I've seen him jump routes. I was watching him when he was back in Mississippi. I was watching the things he does. You can't teach that stuff. His footwork is crazy. I mean, he's quick to get where he's going. He makes plays. I said, this dude, and he ain't got that much experience, Brian. I don't understand how is he that. He's a natural. Anybody can play like that and has had limited amount of time as he has because of first year of the program, there was something wrong with the program at school. I think he got hurt in his last year, so he only played half the season, but he's doing a good job. So, this is just in him. So, I see him.
Yes.
You got K'Wan Williams now. That's another guy that's going to be, I imagine it's going to come down between K'Wan and Will. So that should be fun to watch.
I think Will going to win it. I'm going for Will, Ron.
All right.
I think he's going to be the X factor of that defense, man. I think he's going to be that Jeremy Lane, man.
Yeah.
He's going to be that Jeremy Lane. You remember in the Super Bowl? Before Jeremy Lane got hurt?
Yeah.
They was in control of Julian Edelman. The reason why they won the Super Bowl mainly because Julian Edelman got cut loose.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Lane tore his ACL. I think what happened was
He had got an interception. Remember? It
right.
was the 10-yard line.
Right.
And Tom Brady threw an interception, and he tried to run it back. And I think Julian Elliott, somebody made a tackle, and he tried to extend the play and ended up turning the ACL. Before that, he had Julian Edelman under control. He had him on lock. That's what Will Redmond going to be. He's going to be that guy, man.
Yep, that's how you win games.
Be that guy.
And Edelman got away in that second half, like you say, too.
Those little shifty guys like that,
yeah.
Julian Edelman going to be able to hold them down. I'm not Julian Edelman. Will Redmond going to be able to hold those guys down.
Yeah, because his footwork is just uncanny, man. I got a clip just watching him do that drill, and I see, that's not even human, man. What is Will Redmond? That's crazy how he can move like that.
Everybody's sleeping on him, man. I told everybody sleeping on him, man. That boy didn't get his shot last year, man. His rookie season started this year.
Looking forward to it, too. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. He coming in and package there. They're going to probably have him coming in and package this man because he's perfect for that. I don't want him as a lockdown corner because he's too short.
Yeah,
but
for this
if I want him to be my nickel corner, I definitely want him to be my nickel corner. I want him to be my slot corner. I definitely want him to be that guy.
Because you need that size. He's exactly the right size.
He got low center of gravity.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need. Brian, let me see you Monday, man.
All right, God bless you, man.
Thanks, bro.
Show again, man. It's always an honor, man.
Hey,
big shout out
appreciate
to you
it.
and the 49er fam.
All right.
Tito been, man? Tito still come on the way. I heard in a minute.
Tito's got crazy working hours now. He's been wanting to join us, but he hasn't gotten time. I'm gonna try to see if I can get him on a one-on-one conversation or get him out here. We ought to get Tito live one-on-one. All right, Brian.
I'm a big fan of Tito, man.
You and me
all
both.
Right, brother. God bless you, man.
Thank you, man. Hey, all right, Brian. What, Tyler? Tyler's back. Tyler's not.
Bravo.
It's not. I've got a note here.
Ronbo.
It's Tyler, not cornflakes, Tyler.
No.
Hey, Tyler. Tyler, do you eat cornflakes? Tyler?
There?
Yeah. No, I can hear you. No, I was just asking you. Do you eat cornflakes?
No.
Nobody does anymore.
If I do, I put 3 pounds of sugar on them.
Yeah, that's it. Throwing that sugar in by the shovel. Tyler, what's going on, man? What are you thinking here, man? Are you enjoying the rookies so far? And tonight the questions have been coming in as to what veterans are we going to get rid of? Have we got any Pro Bowlers on offense or defense? And God, don't forget to say happy birthday to Frankie Gore. What else you want to add?
My thing is about the Pro Bowl. If a quarterback gets it, the offensive line should automatically go to the Pro Bowl.
Oh, God, yes. Agreed.
If a running back gets it, the offensive line should go.
Agreed.
Because they're the ones blocking to get them to get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But my question is Aaron Burbridge. Do you think he's going to make it?
It's funny you bring up Aaron Burbridge. Somebody yesterday said, Burbridge is the kind of guy. Yesterday, you remember Curley during the season when he called for that fair catch? Was it a fair catch? Well, it was actually a punt, and Curley was about to catch the ball. Aaron, for some reason, commits the ultimate sin. He doesn't know where the ball and the receiver is. He runs over Curley. Curley bounces the ball up, and I believe whoever we were playing got the ball on the 5 or 10 yard line. You don't forget those things, just like Mike Davis fumbling on the 1. There's certain errors during the course of the season that stick out in your mind. Now, maybe Burbridge is a better player than that, and we shouldn't define him by that one play. But I don't know what to say about Aaron Burbridge, and I hope he does well in camp as far as being a wide receiver, because I don't want him on special teams anymore. So, yeah.
Oh, we got plenty of special team returners this year.
Yeah. So maybe he doesn't need to play.
Pick on those.
Yeah. But what is your feeling about Burbridge? I mean, would you like to see him continue?
I would. I would like to see him. I think, him, Torrey Smith, and Smelter are the tallest receivers we have. Oh, not Torrey Smith. I'm sorry. Garcon.
Yeah.
They're like the tallest receivers we have.
That's a good point. It's going to be about quickness.
Everybody else is like 5'8", 5'9".
Speed, Tyler. Speed, though.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's speed.
They're going to use the tight ends for the size.
I want you to look at some video of B.J. Johnson III.
Is it B.J. Johnson?
He was Matt Breda's teammate at Georgia Southern.
Yeah, he's on the team right now.
Yeah, they signed him. And they signed the safety from Boise State. I think it's
Is
Jerome James?
Lorenzo James. Lorenzo. Lorenzo
James. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. What's Lorenzo's last name? Lorenzo. Anyway, I know you. What is Lorenzo's last name? Lorenzo
James.
Is his last name James?
Isn't it James?
But anyway, everybody knows who we're talking about. But
yeah,
go ahead. But what are you thinking?
I just can't wait for this year, man.
Yeah,
Lynchahand knows what they're doing.
No, and that's a nice thing. That's why I say it doesn't follow that everybody thinks we're going to win 3 or 4 games when you have the kind of organization.
Don't hate, congratulate.
Oh, you know what? It's Jerome. His last name is Jerome. Which was close to James. Lorenzo Jerome. Yeah, he's got 2 first names. Lorenzo and Jerome. He's a good safety, though. You know why I like him? Because I'm worried about Jimmie Ward, who hurts himself. Other players don't hurt Jimmy, but he somehow comes up hurt. You got Lorenzo to go in there to cover for him because I understand he does a pretty good job on the single high safety position. So I'm feeling good about that. So, and he's in the UDFA too.
I'm just excited because he wants warriors. Shanahan wants warriors. He didn't want, like the dude said before, bench warmers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot of guys. There's going to be a lot of guys that prove themselves this offseason, and that's why they provided that kind of competition in camp is going to that kind of pressure. It's going to create that diamond, and I tell you, God, this camp is going to be crazy. It's like Kyle Shanahan once he's been quoted saying, "Well, we know that if we let go of a good ball player, that we're going in the right direction." I said he's right.
Because he's good. He's good, not great.
Yeah. No, the thing is, he could actually be really good, but the guy next to him is really, really, really good. So dang, their cut list is going to be something. I guarantee the Hawks are watching, because the Hawks like to wait for the. We've become their farm system almost. They like to wait until see the 49ers going to release. All right, pick him up. Well, he's not that good. Pick him up anyway. We just want to see what it looks like. So we'll see what happens.
And try to steal the plays.
Of course. They say that's against the rules, but I don't think the Hawks pay attention to the rules. That's why they call him Pete the Cheat.
Yeah, Patriots thought that too, huh?
God. So.
Yeah, I can't wait for this year. Go Niners.
Yeah. Tyler, man, hey, join us on Monday nights, man. Or Monday and Tuesday, will you?
Sure will.
All right. Have a good night. Tyler, thanks for calling.
All right,
bro.
Thank you. All right.
We go to Joe. Yo, Joe.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Hey, Joe, just sitting back here, man, and just like everybody else in the 49er world, we're contemplating success. Success. What are you thinking, man? Hey, Joe, let me give this question to you, Joe, before you go to anything else. The questions have been asked. Who are the Pro Bowlers that will make it next year from the 49er defense?
Well, here's the thing. Navarro Bowman, any day, right?
Right.
And I'm going to go there, say Solomon Thomas will make the Pro Bowl.
In his first year,
2018.
That's 2. Oh, 2018. Okay, now, well, this
this is the 2018 Pro Bowl season, though.
Oh, that's yeah. Now as a matter of fact, it'll be after January.
The way we're gonna use them, it's gonna be either Solomon Thomas or Ronald Blair. One of those players makes the Pro Bowl.
Ronnie Blair. All right, I like that possibility. All right.
And then,
because the 4-3 is made for those
Rashad
guys.
Robinson.
Will
make the Pro Bowl.
All right.
I don't know about Buckner and Armstead just because I want to see them used in the right way before I make a prediction on that. Because it's just
good point.
If you use them correctly, they will be the best duo. If you do not, it could bite you in the back.
True.
It's just one of those things.
You didn't mention Ruben, though.
Well, Ruben is... I don't see him being a Pro Bowl player this year.
Okay.
I see him being a Pro Bowl player next year.
All right.
Just because
of the
I
position.
believe Luke Kuechly's coming back from his season, and then it's just going to be so many linebackers.
Yeah.
That Ruben will be behind, Bowman, and then Dickwell Jackson, just because he's going to lead the team in tackles again. and then you get Luke Kuechly above him, and you don't get enough spots for another inside linebacker.
That's a good point.
And he might play outside. In that case, only 3-4 outside linebackers make the Pro Bowl.
Probably right. All right, it makes sense too. All right. Yeah. But what else do you have on your mind tonight?
But here's what I have for everyone. It's just I'm done with people underestimating Eli Harold. It pisses me off.
I gotta admit, I've been guilty of this, but you'll change my mind. I'll listen. I really will. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. The dude was hurt in college. He came into the league. He played through his injury for 2 years. And he's been in the league 2 years. And he has never been healthy.
What kind of injury?
On top of that.
What's the injury, though?
He's had a toe injury. It's been like one of those nagging injuries. It doesn't stop you from playing, but you're not really performing well.
Was it a severe turf toe or something?
Yeah, it's turf toe.
Oh, okay.
And then on top of that, Trent Baalke comes in and he's like, "Oh, you're 240? Oh, we need you at 270," which does not help.
No.
It does not help at
and
all.
I hope he's losing that weight,
He should have
too.
been healthy first.
Yeah. I agree with that, boy. I hope he's losing that weight this year, too, because he don't need it now.
Exactly.
Not in the 4-3.
Now he's going to be, I believe, he has all the potential in the world to win that Sam linebacker spot. He just needs to go out and win it. Because he tweeted out, he's like, "Oh, finally I'm 100% and all of that this offseason."
Yeah.
Because he went through like a full-on physical therapy and training outside of the facility.
He's explosive. He's got good talent. I've seen him on film. He looked awesome. By the way, have you checked that? How big is Eli, though? Do you know anything about that, Joe? I mean, has he lost weight this year?
Oh, no, he's still like 260. And it's all muscle weight.
Well,
It's not
okay.
like,
Because I think he'd be better at 260 at maximum. 255. I'd have Eli back at 255 at the max. But I mean, we'll see.
well, it's just, if he builds up lower body strength, it doesn't matter how big he is. He will dominate.
But his quickness is amazing. I'd like to see. Eli Harold has one of the fastest first steps you're going to find anywhere. So I'd like to see that kind of explosive and quickness back in him again. If you get him up to 275, that may be reduced a little bit. That's my only concern with that.
It's just that. What I don't like is they give Ahmad Brooks all these chances, but they never let him, like Eli Harold, play instead of Ahmad Brooks, when Ahmad is like this old veteran and Eli is the young player that needs to be developed. So it's just like you're losing every single game and you're not trying to develop your players. That's just stupid to me.
True.
Like,
Listen,
at least get them some playing time. What if they play better than those veterans out there?
That's true. Joe, listen.
People just have that switch.
Joe, I got a question from Gohard directed for you. He says, here's the thing, Joe. Who's your Leo?
Who's my Leo?
Yeah.
Here's my full lineup. I don't have the traditional Leo in this, like how Seattle has. What I have is Solomon Thomas playing the Michael Bennett role, where he's a disruptor and he lines up on the guard, pushes the guard outside into the tackle, throws everything off, and then there's a stunt and Sam goes inside and gets to the quarterback on passing down. Or we're also going to have the 46 front, in which we're going to have a whole bunch of people lining up on the line. So I don't see a proper Leo. What I see is Buckner and Armstead paired up together and playing off of that. Because we don't have that. We don't have that kind of a player unless Aaron Lynch can drop weight and get back to, being a dominant player. We do not have that player. So we have to switch it up and just change things around. Because that's what Justin Smith did for Aldon Smith. Alvin Smith would not have all of those sacks he had if it wasn't for Justin Smith just grabbing two people, pushing them out of the play, and then letting Alvin go inside. That happened so many times.
I mean, so many.
2012.
Yeah, that's true. Alvin can thank Justin for all his glory. You're right. I absolutely agree with that. You know.
Then
don't look for Aaron Lynch, though. I'm telling you, look for Aaron to be huge this year. And I don't mean just his body, but look out for Aaron Lynch because he's taking in all these things. I see him on Instagram every now and then. He comes after people on my threads and says things to them. I mean, Aaron is pissed. I mean, people are talking about him. It's making him mad. I got a feeling it's going to make him a better player, though, because he's got that kind of mentality. So we'll see.
I hope so.
Yeah.
He has. You see, another person who has all the potential in the world. It's just, if he works hard, he will be successful, and no one can stop that.
And want to play. Exactly.
One of those people.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
Exactly.
Wait, here's another question for you, Joe. Who's your number 2 cornerback starter?
Starter?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Number 2 is up in the air for me. If Akhello can just find his way to tackle someone, I'd put him out there.
Right.
But I've got a number 3. Everyone's saying Will Redmond. I think he might be, they're putting him at number 3. But I believe Akhello will sit out and put on weight and try to get stronger. Because first year, most cornerbacks don't really have that much of an impact.
Good point.
I see Robinson and Redmond starting. Then third being our free agent signing, Quan Williams.
You're gonna put Redmond on the edge?
The best corner.
Okay,
Sorry?
so you're gonna put Redmond on the opposite of Robinson, huh? Have you? You know what?
Yeah, because
his size. Does it?
Because Quan, you go ahead.
Go ahead, Joe. I'm listening.
So the reason I want it that way is because Quan Williams is better as a cover corner, just in terms of coverage. Of course, he's really small. So I would like him to be matched up against the more experienced, better route running, slot guys instead of Redmond, where Redmond is a person who can play outside and play press. So Quan will be the key to that defense.
But Joe, you do realize though the reason the length on these guys is playing corner does several different things. First of all, it makes it difficult for the quarterback to see his target, whether it's clear or not. I think Redmond might. You don't think Redmond will be a little small for that? In fact, Dante Johnson may be a little more appropriate. But I'm just saying, if he can cover that hard.
I get that. But if you go back and watch Will Redmond, he's a really physical player.
Yeah, well, okay, if he can do that.
Look at Brent Grimes. The dude's only 5'9", but he covers.
I know, but I seen him get smoked against Tampa Bay. But yeah, we'll see. All right, hey, Joe, let me see you Monday, man. All right.
Yeah, man, for sure.
All right, bro. Have a good night. And we go to Mike.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, bro?
Doing all right, man. It's so good to be a Niner right now, so it's all good. What are you thinking, man?
Well, man, to be honest, man, I actually had called my friend today to wish his wife a happy Mother's Day, and then I flipped it to wish him good luck against the first game of the season because he used to be a Niners fan, but he switched over to Carolina when he moved to Carolina. So I had to give him the business, and last year, these Carolina fans, like my friend, want to talk about what they did to us, and I had to remind them they didn't even get a touchdown offensively in the first quarter. We had a 2-14 team, and we actually came back within striking distance in the fourth quarter, and they ended up taking the lead. We just never could. We were always striking distance, but we could never get over the hump. And we're not going to be worse this year. People are acting as if like we're going to have this rebuild process and it's going to be another 2-14 year the way they're dismissing us. So since Carolina's our first game, I'm making sure I'm going to drive to Carolina with my buddy, and I'm going to sit there with a 49er jersey hat on and my socks, and I'm going to remind him of the convo we had, and I'm going to actually play this clip. And while the whole game, while we're watching, and I'm guaranteeing victory in the 49ers beating Carolina.
Yeah, I like that.
First game of the season.
And you got a good point about that because Carlos Hyde didn't fumble that ball in the first quarter. They don't jump off to that 7-point lead. How many points did we lose by eventually? You're right.
And people forget, man, we had Blaine Gabbert starting. I mean,
and Antoine Bethea
almost beat Carolina with Blaine Gabbert.
Yep.
We got a whole new personnel, a whole new experienced coaching staff. Things are only going to go up.
Yep.
Now, once we beat Carolina in the opening, and I believe we playing in Santa Clara this year.
We are.
Unlike last year.
Yep.
I really see us going up because we got a new attitude. I really believe this team is going to do good things this year, and I would not be surprised if we won our division this year. Would not shock me at all.
Yeah, I like that. Like I say, if we beat Carolina and go to the clink and beat the Hawks, it will be very clear at that point that something is going on in Santa Clara. It ain't the same old team anymore. Jimmy Tomsula, Chip Kelly football, it can be completely gotten over with. There's no comparison. So you're right.
The only concern I have this year is just our injuries and being healthy. I don't have a concern with San Francisco. We had the talent. It's been proven. Most first halves of the games last year.
Yep.
We were neck and neck with these teams, and I mean, again, we had Blaine Gabbert as our starter.
Yep.
So if we were able to do that, and then bring in a Kaepernick who really had his, he was out for a while, and he still was able to manage decent games, I guess. And our defense wasn't on par, and they wanted to field so much. And when Bowman went down, and we were still able to hang with teams in the first half. I mean, we hung with Dallas, we hung with Green Bay too, Carolina, a lot of these teams, Seattle too.
Yeah.
I don't see why
should have
we
won
can't
that
finish
second
in the
game.
second half this year.
Yeah, should have won that game against Seattle. We lost by 3 points.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why I keep telling people, we can't beat Seattle. You guys got to realize Seattle is not the same team they were when they had Marshawn Lynch. Richard Sherman, they're getting older now. They're not as crisp and sharp as they were 3 years ago. They're not completely unbeatable. And I don't know why 49er fans are so afraid of that team. So, yeah, you're right. I agree.
It's all mental, man. I mean, the only thing that it wasn't that long ago, man, when we were on top. It was 2012, around that time.
Yeah.
I mean, only thing Seattle done was kept their team. That's it. They're getting older. They had their peak when they won the Super Bowl. Now they're regressing.
That's
Only thing we're gonna do is come up. It's gonna be our time real soon. And I'm at a point where I just want all these critics of the 49ers say what they want to say, but I can't wait to see my team on Sundays again down here in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing the Steelers and the Ravens. Get them out of here, man. when the 49ers come on in Florida, I know we back because there was a time we was on all the networks, man. And they're gonna be riding us, man. So 49ers, man, be excited, man. Things is gonna only go better, go up, and let's do it, man. Red and gold, baby.
There you go. And Mike, listen, if your friend, if he brings 2 caps to the ball game with him and keeps that red cap in his bag, do not let him put that hat on at the halftime if things are going south for him. Tell everybody.
Ronbo, this is how crazy it is. I'm going into a Carolina bar by myself. With all 49ers on when we do this, man. So I've done it before. I went into a Packer bar. I'll do it again. I'll go into Carolina, and I'm going to come out a winner.
There you go. Tell you what, get ready. Get ready, Mike. It's about to happen, man. All right, Mike.
Get it. Let's do it, baby.
Let's see you Monday, all right, if you got some time. Have a good night, Mike.
All right, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Take care, man.
You too. Let me jump on the question real quick. If we got rid of Ahmad Brooks, this is from Kenneth Height. He says, if we got rid of Ahmad Brooks, do you think the Seahawks... Ooh, wow. That's a good question. Kenneth, I bet you they would, and Ahmad would go in a heartbeat because he'd be mad as hell. Yeah. Travis Malone said, if Foster and Bowman can stay healthy, can we win the division all season? Foster and Bowman can stay healthy. What are the odds of both of them going down? I will always have, I think, one of them, and no matter what anybody says, nobody knows the 49ers. They're speculating. Vegas, everybody's speculating because they're a team in transition. They're making changes. They don't know the 49ers, so they say the 49ers are not going to be able to beat anybody. Hell, 49er fans, we got a percentage of us that don't believe the 49ers either. So this question, if we stay healthy, can we win the division? It's a tough question to even bite on right now. So I'm gonna wait. And after week 1 or after preseason, be able to better tell you. Because I want to see some of the sharpness out there. All right. Terrence says, how many wide receivers will the Niners keep on the 53-man roster and who will they be? How many wide receivers will the Niners keep? You know what? I'm going to have to get back to you on that one because I got to sit here and count, and I don't want to take up too much time doing that, but that's a good question. Because you figure Robinson, Goodwin, Robinson, those are going to be your vertical guys. In the slot, you got Curley. You got to have another guy, too. And somebody just said something about Smelter. I wish Smelter would actually be a part of this mix. I don't know. You know Trent Taylor's going to be on this team. I said, what? Oh, we got to wait. We got to wait on that one. Panama Queen, you get it.
Smelter going to get it.
I'm thinking about getting me a Hoyer jersey. Okay. You know what? Panama Queen, baby, I can't get a Hoyer jersey because he ain't going to be with us too long. I figured Brian Hoyer's going to be with the 49ers maybe 2 years max. Maybe possibly 3. So there's no point in getting the jersey, okay? That was pretty funny, though. So, Greg Canati says, what jersey are you buying this year? Greg, listen, I have to be careful about the jerseys I buy. It seems to do bad things to teams, so I'm kind of concerned about buying a jersey. I'm going to wait on some of my favorite players. Because I want to buy a Foster jersey, but I'm worried that if I do, something happened to him. Just like Bowman, I have a Bowman jersey. Look what happened to Bowman. So I got to be careful about the jersey. I had a Jared Hayne jersey. Hayne left and went to Fiji, so I got to be careful, man. Anderson, what's up?
What's going on?
Yeah, man. How you doing tonight, man?
Oh, man, chilling, man, just listening, man. Getting ready for the season to start. That's about it.
Listen, let me ask you, Anderson, are you still afraid of the Hawks like a lot of people are? Are you still thinking they're going to just come in and dominate us like they've always done?
Nah, I'm looking to beat them both times.
Good. I'm glad to hear others saying that. Good. See, there's no need to fear that team like we used to. They don't have Marshawn Lynch pounding away at the middle. They got to depend on Russell Wilson's arm. People have overrated Russell Wilson. See, he's okay. He's pretty good. But he is not Tom Brady. So I wish people stop. Yeah.
And I think Tom Brady, I think he out of there this season. That man got hurt. I think he out of there this season.
You think he's done too?
I think I see us going to the playoffs and doing some damage.
Ooh.
That's what I do. That's what I see. My partner had asked me, what do you think we're going to do? I see 11-4. All this 7-9, 9-6, and all that. Man, I thought, what happened to the faithful? No, man, we're going all the way. We're going all the way.
I like it. I like it. I got to tell you, Anderson, the only thing I'm concerned with is the transition. How fast can everybody catch on? Because the player personnel, I'm not even worried about. I just want to know because, Kyle's offensive system is a little difficult. So I just want to know how long it's going to take for them to grasp that. And can they beat teams while they're grasping that? Because next year, there'll be no question. They will have grasped that system and they'll be able to execute properly. With the defense ain't going to take that long because defense is just about kicking ass. So I know the defense is going to be ready this year. So,
Defense going shit.
Yeah.
Defense should shit.
Yeah.
Well, they going shit. We ought to be number one defense. That's how I look at it. I see a lot of ups. I don't really see no downs. The only down I see is maybe at the quarterback position. I ain't never really pay attention to
Brian Hoyer. Yeah,
when he was under Shanahan's system or whatever. So I wouldn't really know how he would do. But I think maybe Hoyer and C.J.Beathard backing it up. I don't know. I see them doing good with the receivers we got.
Yeah.
I want to see. I want to get back to what the other person was saying about Smelter. I want to see them more DeAndre Smelter because the first game I saw him, man, he did good.
Did we see Smelter last year?
Yeah, he got in the game last year. It was one. I can't remember what game it was. It was.
He
towards
made
the
one
end of the
reception.
season.
I do remember that. I forgot which game too. Toward the end of the season.
I want to say the Buccaneers.
Maybe.
Maybe it was the Buccaneers game.
Maybe.
I think.
But I do remember making a catch. Also remember
He
Streeter.
got a good 10. He got a first down. He got us a first down.
Yeah.
And then they took him out the game.
See, that's the thing, you know. And I got a feeling too. If he gets a little more repetitions out there, he could be good. The man's hands are huge. He's real physical too because he's strong. If you want a good downfield blocking a wide receiver, Smelter is it. I mean, he mauls people. So I really hope they can develop him.
Stuff like Anquan Bowling.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the from him. Try to get in the way.
Bigger version of Anquan, exactly. So.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I agree. And hopefully that's what we'll see.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was listening.
Oh, okay. I was wanting to say all the hating, all that stuff coming from ESPN. You got Dwight Clark and that cowboy Darren Woodson. I can't stand him. Who is that? Mark Schlereth and Teddy Bruschi.
Yeah.
Every time they mention the Niners or say the Niners, they always got to hate or say something derogative. Oh, I don't see them doing good and all that. And I'm like, well, y'all sitting behind a bench, y'all pushing papers now. Y'all really can't say no. That's on paper. That's not on actual play. That's on paper.
That's right. So but you know what? They actually gave the nod to Joe Williams earlier from that network. I don't know if the Texas boys had come in yet or the Cowboys, but they said Joe Williams could be the breakout running back of the year. Can you imagine that? Yeah. That's coming from BSPN.
Yeah. I see. That boy fast. Oh yeah. I see that.
Yeah.
Fast dude.
I
like his highlights.
I know his highlights. Joe's fun to watch them highlights. And what I like the most is Joe. He breaks a couple of contacts, knees are still churning. All of a sudden, he's in the secondary. And first thing he says, there he goes. And go. Joe is gone. And they don't snatch Joe down from behind. They watch Joe go into the end zone. Anderson, we got to go, man.
All right, Niner Nation.
Yeah. All right.
Cowboys.
Yeah. Appreciate you calling, Anderson. See you on Red and Gold Radio, okay?
All right, man.
All right, bro. Have a good night.
You too.
And there is that man amongst men. He's getting ready. Nighthawk!
What's up, Ram, bro?
Ain't that but you, Hawk? What you doing, man?
I'm doing same old stuff.
You know, we have a lot of support in the one thing that you do love more than anything else. Did you hear Anderson just got through talking about beating the Hawks? Everybody's talking about beating the Hawks. So your wish is going to come true.
I'm not like I said. We're not scared of Hawks. We're gonna beat them up.
Damn, man.
Real bad.
Team is just not what they used to be. And this is a thing that 49er fans have to get over. They're not the omnipotent force anymore. Marshawn Lynch is not there to help battle.
Yeah, because we got different coaches. We got Sunnyhan and we got older Shanahan. Not gonna let that happen.
He knows how to scheme against him. You're right about that. You proved that last year.
We got Trent. So we got all new people. Everybody's new. So it's not going to be. We're going to lose again.
And we got guys who can run and get Rusty Wilson. You know, his twin brother plays for us, Solomon Thomas. So when Russ goes to run, he's going to look up and see a reflection of himself coming at him at 90 miles an hour.
But see, I don't like the 6. Somebody said we're going to win 6 games. I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, a lot of people feel 6 games is it. I mean, they're not looking at. They're not giving the 49ers any credit. They're saying that our team is just, I know. Tony said yesterday 6, but okay.
No, but see, I want to tell you this. I know it's gonna be stupid, but I think you might win the Super Bowl. I don't care.
Hey, it ain't stupid, Nighthawk. I enjoy it, man. Miracles. Maybe it's not even a miracle. If we get to the playoffs, anything can happen. If the 49ers win 6 games, or 5, let's say the 49ers win 5 out of 6 games, or 5 out of 7 games, the rest of the league better look out. Because that means the 49ers, by the time we get to week 10, the 49ers will fully understand what they're doing. And that is when they become really dangerous, Nighthawk. Yeah, offensively. Because I ain't even worried about the D.
Like I said, they're a different team, and I know they can do it.
Yeah, and you're right to think so, too. Yeah. Well, Nighthawk, tell you what I'm going to do, man.
That's what I have to say. That's what I have to say. Go Niners.
You said it. Nighthawk, have a good night, man. Let me see what's going on, man. You too, huh? All right. Let's see what's going on here. So yes, Ronbo, please read this. Call Emilio and Tito for a showdown. You know why? Emilio has softened his stance a little bit. I don't know that he would fight with Tito like that now. Emilio's, you know how he's always, we still suck. We'd be lucky to win 2 or 3 games. He's not talking like that very much nowadays. And I think Emilio's gone up to 6 games. I don't know what's going on with that, but and I'm not sure what Tito's thinking, but I'm gonna get Tito for us as soon as I can. Okay, I promise you that. Travis says, do you think John Lynch foot will help them grasp? There's a typo problem. Do you think John Lynch foot will help grasp? Travis, I'm a little confused. Do I think John? See if I can figure it out. Do you think John Lynch? Maybe you mean, do I think John Lynch's experience will help them grasp the system a little sooner? Yeah, you know what? Because I got a feeling John's going to be involved at times on the field, especially with the safeties and things, guys like that he can lend their expertise to. If not, they call him into the office to talk to him. I got a feeling he's going to be involved with that. And also, did Seahawks O-line get worse? A rookie center? This is the thing I don't understand about the Seahawks and how they've gotten away with that for so many years. Having one of the most bizarre offensive lines, and they had that bad offensive line even when they won the Super Bowl. I don't know how they hadn't gotten rid of. No, they still had a pretty decent center for the Super Bowl. They got rid of him the following year, and they picked up Jimmy Graham. That's when they turned to poo-poo. When they made that trade with the Saints and lost their all-star center. So, you know what? I just don't see why the Hawks have everybody so scared. They are beatable now. They put their pants on one leg at a time. I mean, Jimmy Graham, don't tell me we can't defend against Jimmy Graham because we've seen that done. Last year, Eric Reed almost knocked him completely out on a play. So Jimmy Graham is not all that, and we've contained Jimmy Graham way back when he's with Drew Brees, who's a better quarterback than Russell Wilson is. That's why I say, please with these fear factors. Jimmy Graham is not a fear factor. Russell Wilson is that running ability. When you get slammed to the turf 40 times in 2 years in a row, that means you've been down on the ground hard about 80 times, close to 100 times, all right? So you start to slow down a little bit. So that's why I don't work. Big Daddy says, what happened to running back DeJuan Harris? Big Daddy, yeah, he was let go. Now, and DeJuan, you'd be happy to know, as DeJuan left, he tweeted out, matter of fact, I want to appreciate you for all your support and love and all that stuff, and I'll see you. He signed his note, see you later. You see what I'm saying? Look for DeJuan to come back at any time. Right? We got another phone caller. Okay, let's get Michael in. Michael!
Hey.
Yeah,
how you doing?
I haven't talked to you in a while, Michael. How you been doing, man?
Yeah, nothing much. Just it's been a lot happening, obviously, the last couple of months.
God, yes.
I really actually like that. I like what you did yesterday. Actually, Tony did a great job, I thought. kudos to him. So.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, I think he really explained.
Oh, yeah, he's real.
Yeah,
he's
he really explained. So I'm sort of in favour of what I think 6 and 10 is a realistic sort of.
Okay,
I mean, realistic.
But Michael,
probably what we.
Yeah, but a lot of us, what we want is not necessarily the term realistic, an estimation, because. God, realistic, that's a real low ceiling, and we don't know what we have yet. And I understand that a large percentage of people...
Let me throw something at you then.
Give me a justification on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay, all right. Well, you've got a new regime. I mean, we've seen every time we get a new regime, people have to adjust and take time. In the past, we've had a lot more players. At the moment, our 90-man roster, a third of our players are rookies. 60% of the players are now new players, and it's been said that Shanahan's system does take time to adapt. So I think what you're seeing, just those combinations. I think what Tony said about we're going to start a little bit slow, but we're going to see a lot more structure and understanding, and we'll get better towards the end of the season. And I think that's all that's my justification, I guess.
But and I just want
six out of 10 is not a bad thing. I think.
No. The thing I just want to amplify on that point you made there. Now you've got a quarterback who's already adapted to the system. Now there is the big hurdle right there. If I have a new quarterback that doesn't know the system, I've got an uphill climb. That uphill climb's now been removed. I've got a wide receiver that knows the system, right? And I got a running back who knows the system. Those are three key positions right there where it's not going to be that slow. So now I've got other players. And the offensive line training could be a little bit. Carlos Hyde has got to be retrained with Bobby Turner. And that's why I say you speed that process a little bit. And maybe the bigger percentage of it is like ironed out as you come out of preseason. But go ahead. Give me your next point.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, look, realistically, I would like to say, it's going to be we're going to do a 10 and 6, but it's, I don't want to I want to prepare myself for, I don't want to build myself up to a point where we're going to get that, and then all of a sudden we get a season like 2 and 14 like we did last year. So, I mean, looking at, I think I gave you the stat about for the last so many years, I think it was about 50 years or whatever, that teams that have been on a 2 and 14 season, the following year the average is five games. So that would be a C pass mark. So really, if you think we're going to go 7 and 9, that's a B mark, and if you think you're going to get an A, or plus, A or A plus, it's 9 wins or more. So coming from a 2 and 14 season, so 6 and 10 is not too bad. All I'm caring about is if we can get that synergy. I mean, the front office says, look, it's going to take a little bit of time, and it's going to have a bit of synergy. But once they get that ball rolling and they start seeing progress on some of the rookies in this draft, maybe C.J.Beathard, he comes out and starts blossoming. You might see him at the end of the year. And then all of a sudden you've almost got this, all the pieces. And then next year we've got 2 second-round draft picks, 2 third-round draft picks. We've got a lot of more flexibility. There's going to be a more hungry, depending on where we finish. If we do finish 6 and 10, our number one draft pick is going to be worth a lot of draft picks if we wanted to trade down. If we didn't want to go for a quarterback, and there's a lot of quarterbacks obviously in the next draft that people have been saying that it's going to be the best draft, whatever. Yeah, we've heard this every time.
Quarterbacks, we hear this every year.
But that's a bit more ammunition that we can use to build. And I'd rather build in these next 1 to 2 years, get the players they really want that are going to fit his system, and then just blossom. And I think I'm really excited about all the players we've got this season through the draft. And even last season, I think we did really well. But we won't talk about Bulky, but I like a few of the guys that we took on board there. So
and a few of them are going to be kept.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, a few of them are going to be kept. But like I say, and I just, as I say, if it were starting from scratch, sure, I understand the skepticism on that, because you got to teach everybody everything's new, and it's a circus in the beginning. But when I got a quarterback that's already been in this system, and I got 2 wide receivers, and I got a couple other guys that are pretty much veteran moxie, I don't see it being such a slow, we got to be killed every week process. That's why I say 8-8 is not that far-fetched. 9-7, I may be extending myself, and 10-6 is probably a little high. But I still say, to be beaten by the teams on this particular schedule. Now, if it was last year's schedule, whoa, okay. And the year before that, oh, no. There's going to be a rough day, guys. But this schedule's a bunch of teams that I looked at, half of them are in the same boat that we're in. And they're just not that good. I mean, we played 4 teams from last year's playoff series. And when I look at the Hawks, there is the factor that is very comical. Depends on what we do with the Hawks. The Cardinals are in a situation now where they've pretty much got to figure out what they want to do next. The Rams, I don't see the Rams being that dominating. And then you look down through the schedule, the Texans are going to be tough. The Cowboys are going to be tough. And there's a couple of more teams in the playoff series that are going to be tough. But beyond that, everybody else is, depends on how they're feeling this week. And depends on how the 49ers are feeling this week. That's why that schedule, it's just not one that we should be just beaten to death every week. I just don't understand why that would be the case. I mean, just like Tony pointed out Chicago yesterday, but that was funny. But most likely, not likely. Because the Bears have a pretty uphill climb to make as well. And last year, that game we played in Chicago was ridiculous. I don't know what the 49ers were doing. But to see that happen again would be very interesting.
Probably snowing this time.
Yeah, and even if it is, I cannot imagine the 49ers playing that kind of poor. We were just ridiculous from the first minute to the second and all the way throughout the game. The 49ers were never in that game. That was weird. You came off a game playing Miami and you look like this, and then you go to Chicago and all of a sudden you don't know how to play the game of football. It didn't make any sense. Those kind of inconsistencies I don't expect with Shanahan this year. So, yeah. Anyway, hey, Michael, any other point we make? I'm gonna go ahead and close shop here.
No, it's all right, mate. You're doing a great job. I love it for him.
Thanks, Mike. We got a lot of. You hear that noise? Is it? All right, Michael. Let's see you. Let's see you more often, Mike. We haven't seen you in a long time. Michael. Okay.
Take care.
All right, Michael. Have a good day. Or have a good day. He's in Australia. Good day. All right, Michael. Bye-bye. All right, and I was okay. Listen, and I wasn't roughing Michael up. I was just trying to point out some things because a lot of people feel it's realistic to say 4-12 and 6-10. I think maybe when we're having this kind of conversation, and I would never say anything's realistic or unrealistic, because I say football is a very game of opportunity. There could be weird fumbles. There could be any number of things. But it doesn't necessarily always have to go in the other team's favor. This is what I'm saying. Why do the 49ers always have to be on the butt of everything? Last year, we deserved to be on the butt end of everything. We had Chip Kelly running his hurry-up offense. With Jim O'Neill running the defense. If you call Chip Kelly's offense the hurry-up offense, what do you call Jim O'Neill's defense? You call it the slow-down defense. They couldn't play worth the damn. I will never forget for the entirety of my life, he had us in Seattle lined up wrong. And I also blame the players for that. For somebody not saying, time out, Coach, look, what are we doing here? Somebody say something. What's that running back that ran off 40 yards on his first carry? Jim O'Neill still standing on and not knowing what the hell's going on. Jesus friggin' Christ. Those are the things that we should not have to be concerned with again. This is why I say, this is not the same 2-14 team coming up. Jimmy Tomsula. Yes, Mr. Fang. Mr. Fang says, don't say 2-14. That no longer exists. That never happened. It's like my ex-wife. Get back to my point. Jimmy Tomsula was in over his head. He did not know how to run a team. He had Jeep Chris for his OC. Here's another thing, 49er fans. Here's what we got to know, fam. Whereas teams they knew what was coming because our offense was so simplified that anybody in the 6th grade that knew how to play Madden could defend against the 49ers. That's just how simplified the offense was. And it was simplified for Blaine and Cap. For that reason, as soon as you got to town, they already knew what to do for you. They're not going to be able to do that now. That is done. The defense will not be ran off the field because it will not be 3 and out every down this year. So there's no need to have this huge fear factor. You're not coming into town with the same team and the same ridiculous regimes we just went through. They almost got an A in free agency. They got an A as far as the draft. Their organizational skills are not Jim Tom Sula, Chip Kelly. There's a difference now. That's what I'm saying. All right, let me see this. Okay. Will John Lynch put foot in ass to help them grasp the system? He won't have to, though. There's plenty of guys on the defensive side of the ball now. I don't think Robert Sell is such a nice guy when you don't want to play. Don't worry about that. What is your boy taking over the running back job, in your opinion? My boy. Hey, so hell, are we talking about, is my boy, is that Joe? Must be Joe, right? If not, let me adopt Joe right now. Joe is my boy, and I will call him my boy. So Joe Williams will take over the lead running back because Kyle says, I don't have a lead running back. I have an alternate system, but who's hot gets the ball. Joe takes over in week 4. I like, hey, don't get me wrong, I do like Carlos, and he's going to be the competition of his life, but there you go. Killer says, do you think C.J.Beathard's performance in preseason will determine the Kirk Cousins noise? Yeah, I do believe that, actually. In fact, I have a theory on that. Since Kirk Cousins is going to be very difficult to sustain. Washington's going to make a real big deal. And also, Washington is going to offer Kirk a lot of money. So, will Kirk be in that dilemma where, man, Washington's going to pay me this amount of money? They come to San Francisco and they're saying, we're going to bring you back down to this amount. Is that okay with you? But we're going to give you a 5 or 6 year deal. See, that's going to be interesting to see what Kirk does. Now, Beathard does look good. He checks all the boxes, like it's already been said. If CJ does a good job on that, Kyle loves this guy. You've heard what he said about him. He'll groom him, and he'll let Hoyer do 2 years. And on that 3rd year, CJ comes out and challenges if things stay the same, and Hoyer loses his job to CJ, or he becomes a backup. Right? If Beathard somehow plays this year and plays well, do you think we still go after franchise quarterback in the first round next year? Niner Faithful 52. I don't think we go after a franchise quarterback next year, period. It's like I said, you need to realize Kyle Shanahan is a very bizarre person. All those quarterbacks that we like in college right now, Sam Darnold and guy from UCLA and several other guys, everybody's going crazy for. Kyle Shanahan thinks they're not worth a damn. I guarantee you, he doesn't like them. He sees things in quarterbacks differently. Kyle Shanahan, how he describes Beathard, that's what he wants. He wants a fearless guy that stands in that pocket. It's tough. With guys coming at him. He never watches the rush. That quarterback that Kyle likes, he never sees the rush. He pays no attention to it. He's a goddamn Marine. He stands there on the edge of the beach with nothing but his rifle and helmet, and he's looking for targets to take out. That's who C.J. Beathard is. Kyle likes that. He sees that in him. He's going to develop that in him. He wants a guy that can be brilliant and still under all kind of adversity and fear that most men would have will stand there, locate his target, fire. Are there a lot of quarterbacks like that? A lot of guys will abandon the pocket a little early. A lot of guys will be inaccurate. Beathard has that on his side as well. He likes Beathard for those reasons you can't find. And what's Kyle's bottom line? I want a natural thrower out there. CJ doesn't have to work at throwing the ball. He can get rid of it without any effort. One real quick story about CJ. He got hurt. He got hurt in a game last year in Iowa. I love this story. He got hurt. His hip. Okay. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to save the story for you for tomorrow night. My production crew is moving me out. So I'll tell you what. We'll see you tomorrow night on Red and Gold Radio. And remind me of that story. You're going to love it. Have a wonderful night. See you on Rewind. Niner!